Hey, ladies, if you are wondering how to stop gaining weight over the holiday season, you are in the right place. So, I am Coach Steph, registered dietitian, personal trainer, and mindset transformation coach. Welcome to the live. I am going to make sure that I'm set up. While I'm doing that, I want to know from you, what are your hardest struggles during the holidays? Okay, type it in the chat. What is your biggest struggle with staying on track and reaching your goals, continuing your weight loss journey? What is your biggest struggle with holiday weight gain? I want to know. And just to give you a few announcements off top, we are closing enrollment for October this Friday. So if you want to join the Fit Figure Formula, my 16-week macros and mindset program, where I teach you how to master your mindset, master your macros, and finally stop guessing with your nutrition, and you know that you are your biggest obstacle when it comes to your food, staying on track, all that good stuff, then you should join the formula. You can apply with the link that is in my profile. And it should be on Facebook. It should also be pinned in the comments too. So I would love to take your questions today. Again, I'm going to be talking about the 3 things that you have to stop doing if you want to avoid gaining weight over the holiday season. So it's October already, and this year went by so fast. Um, a lot of people kind of get distracted during this time of year. And then there's this big push for January. And I'm not the type of person who's going to tell you, like, oh, I'm not the type of person who's going to tell you not to do, sorry, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you, why is this? If y'all can hear me, let me know, because I think I just lost my own audio. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you not to make a New Year's resolution. I think it's a great time to feel like you have a fresh start. There's no problem with that. I think, however, we have to do that more often, not less often. So, not just like one time a year, but what if you had that same energy, that same mindset of this fresh start, quote unquote, every week or every day? What if you were able to approach each day just like you approach January 1? How different would your mindset be? How different would your weight loss journey be? Because, there we go, because you are starting over, quote unquote, again and again every morning. So again, I'm not the type of person that will tell you don't make a New Year's resolution. I think that you should make as many resolutions throughout the year, daily, weekly, monthly. It's kind of like a little mental reset, and I'm all about that. So if that is the case, if that's true, then you really don't have to wait till January 1st to take action, because if every day is a new day, if every week is a new week, you can start now. So I want to kind of talk about, how are you going to approach the holidays this year? Halloween's coming up soon. I've already thrown away a bunch of candy from my son bringing home just a whole bunch of candy. And thank goodness I'm not a big sweets person. I will tear up some Snickers. If anybody wants to send me Snickers or cheesecake, those are probably my 2 favorite things. But other than that, I mean, I like sweets, but I'm a savory girl. I like meat and cheese and caramelized onion, that kind of stuff. But for some of you, the sugar is an issue, right? Having things around you makes you feel like you don't have control over what you eat, because it's like, hey, it's here. So I have to eat it, or I find myself mindlessly eating. And I just want to kind of break down the 3 things that you're going to need to stop doing in order to see results over the holiday season, and especially not to gain weight. So I am leading my Fit Figure Formula group, obviously, over the week or over the holiday season. And my ladies are going to get fitter through the holiday season without having to restrict themselves, because they're going to actually understand the nutrition, understand their mindset, and be able to integrate their health journey with their life and not have to be restricted. So if you want to join us, apply with the link in the profile. Friday is the last day to join for October enrollment. If you're joining us before Friday, if you book your call before Friday, you will get a macro-friendly recipe book that I am throwing in as a bonus. It will have some of my favorite recipes that will help you get started once you enroll. So if you have questions, I would love to answer those. Put them in the chat. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to your meals, your mindset throughout the holiday season? And hopefully I can see comments. Sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot, but I would love to answer your questions, even if you watch the replay. First of all, if you're watching the replay, thanks for being here. Just type replay in the comments so that I know you were here. And if you have any questions, you can also put those in the chat. All right, so let me open up my notes. Okay, so I have 3. One thing that you have to stop doing if you want to stop gaining weight over the holidays is stop thinking of January as your fresh start. So this really takes away from what you can do right now, because it causes you to kind of procrastinate and give yourself a pass right now, because January is the fresh start. So you're kind of like a sitting duck during October, November, December, because you're waiting for your fresh start in January. And intellectually, we know that that's not a good idea. It's not required. It's not mandatory. It's just like some arbitrary rule that we start to follow for some reason. But if you know that that's part of your self-sabotage, and you know that that's part of your yo-yo. So a lot of you will yo-yo diet through this cycle of gaining weight through the holidays, then losing it during the first quarter of the year. You might be a little bit distracted during the summertime. And then in the fall, like August, September, you kind of like start to remember again your health journey. And then late October, November, December is like off again. So if you want to get off of that cycle, now is the time. So I would definitely rather you have support during the holidays or during the busy times versus trying to wait until things are quote unquote perfect. They're never going to be. And if you struggle with like the holiday blues, where you get really sad and you have a lot of emotional eating during the holidays, this is for you. Why would you not want support during that time? If you know that you typically just kind of start mindlessly eating, there's more snacks, you feel like you can't control yourself, and you find yourself 10 pounds heavier in between October and December, and you always start over in January, why not get support now so that I can walk you through the holidays? I'm pretty sure if you're joining up now, you'll be with me until like maybe February. And that'll be a great way for you to start 2025, to start leaner, to start lighter, and not waiting until January 1st. So that's my number one thing. Stop thinking of January 1st as your fresh start. Your fresh start is every morning. How would that change your health journey, your weight loss journey, if you thought of every morning as the fresh start, every morning as the opportunity to practice being your highest and best self in your health journey? Number 2, stop believing that it's not possible to lose weight during the last part of the year. So this is what I call a micro quit. It's just a little way that you have already decided to quit on yourself, to quit on your weight loss journey. This belief, if I asked you, is that true? Most of you would say, no, you know it's not true, but we act as if it is. And it is a way that we give the circumstance the advantage. We give this time of year control, instead of saying, no, I'm still the one who decides what I put in my mouth, right? And so do not start micro quitting right now. I need you to refocus. Like if you needed a sign, here's your sign to start refocusing. So do not give the circumstance the control. There's food that you can eat that is healthy and delicious, and you can still indulge in some of your favorite like holiday treats. Because I know a lot of you are like, I don't want to feel deprived. I don't want to restrict myself. So I'm just going to indulge. And it's like that all or nothing mentality that a lot of perfectionists will have. If I am going to have the cake, the sweet potato pie, or the banana pudding, or whatever we're having, the peach cobbler. Ooh, I can't wait to have some peach cobbler. Then I'm just going to have all that I want because it's only one time a year. This is the lie we tell ourselves. It's only one time a year. So I'm just going to have it. And then you overindulge. And between October and December, we're up 10 pounds, right? Because we're also probably not moving as much. A lot of us live in cold areas. Even if, like, I live in Texas, it's not that cold here. But I still do find myself like not wanting to go outside as much, especially because I work at home, right? So number one was stop thinking January is your fresh start. Number two, stop thinking that it's not possible to lose weight. If you're joining the formula over the holiday season, we are going to make progress, even though it's the holiday, even though it's Thanksgiving, even though Christmas is coming up, even though there's holiday parties, even though there's lots of celebrations, even though your kids are bringing home lots of snacks, even though at work they're bringing cakes and cookies and pies and donuts every day. In the formula, we're still going to be making strides, losing weight, getting leaner, lowering our A1C, and starting off 2025 lighter and leaner. And you could be one of those people and joining us inside the formula. Okay. So number three, stop getting off your routine. So this assumes that you actually have a routine. So inside the formula, I'm going to give you a step-by-step process that is going to help you integrate this into my life. I tell my clients all the time, I have a process, but it's not about my process or my program. It's about how this process integrates into your life, because this is not really a program. It's actually a lifestyle transformation program. So you have to have a routine. Have you had a routine? I want you to think about last January. Okay. So go back to earlier this year. Where were you in your health goals? If you're watching the replay, or if you're watching now, if you can think about like, where were you January of this year? Do you remember how you felt? Were you really motivated? Did you have goals? How far have you come with those goals? How did it go? How did 2024 go? Are you still on your routine? Are you still focused? If you don't already have a routine and you're going into the holiday without a routine, you're setting yourself up. So again, I teach my clients a step-by-step process, but also during different types of or times of the year, you need to tweak your routine too. Because sometimes we will try to make a routine or a schedule fit, and we never like revisit it to make sure like, is this going to work for me now? So do you need to adjust or tweak your routine for this time of year? I coach one of my clients who has lost 30 pounds this year inside the formula. She signed up with me 3 times now, and she is an accountant. And so this was a busy time of year for her for like business taxes and stuff like that. And she was saying that during this time of year, not only, sorry y'all, not only is her routine more hectic during this time, but as things change in her personal life, as holidays start to come up, etc., having that support has been invaluable. So I want you to think about, do you have a routine? Are you tweaking your routine? Because she has had to tweak her routine because of work stuff. And in the formula, every Saturday we have a check-in form. So every week, if you implement this, you will never have 2 bad weeks in a row. Every Saturday, we're checking in with ourselves, asking ourselves what went well last week, what did not go well, and then how can I troubleshoot for the next week? Very simple. But if you do that on every once a week, we do it on Saturdays, you'll never have 2 bad weeks in a row. On Sunday, we count our wins. So I have a form in my coaching app where we just take a little bit of time to celebrate the wins that we created over the past week. How often are you doing that? That is very important for your brain to acknowledge the wins that you're creating instead of just always pushing for more, faster, harder progress. Count the progress that you already have. And then also, part of this system is on Fridays, we think through our weekend. So that means that I'm taking a little bit of time on Friday to think about, am I going to be out shopping? Am I going to have any treats? What meals am I going to make at home for the weekend? Am I going to be traveling? And kind of think through that before it happens. Then Saturday, we check in. We see what went well, what did not. Let's troubleshoot for the next week. And then Saturday or Sunday, we acknowledge our wins. So having a simple system like that can help you. Obviously, I'm also going to teach you how to master your actual meals, how to put together a balanced plate. What I see a lot is like people's plate are more, they're like pretty carb heavy and they're not able to get enough protein. So I teach you a very simple process to be able to hit your macros, especially your protein every single day without being in MyFitnessPal every day. And if you are on my Facebook profile, you can scroll down a little bit. I posted a little purple post and I said, here's how I teach my clients to plan their food in minutes. And I did a little screen share Loom video in the comments. It's a link. You can look at that. It makes it so easy. This is the process that I teach my clients. So you can get a little sneak peek of that if you're on Facebook on my Facebook profile. Hi, Deanna. Thanks for watching. All right. So let me go back to my notes. Okay, so we talked about stop thinking of January as your fresh start. Every day is a fresh start and you have to act like it, which means you have to take action. Some of y'all are just watching me every week. Some of y'all are just researching and you're not actually doing the work that's required. You want the result, but you are not actually taking action. And think about if you had taken action 4 months ago, where would you be today? Had a client who ended up signing up, who was pre-diabetic before. We had talked maybe a couple years ago or maybe last year. She was pre-diabetic. Now she has signed up. She has diabetes. I told her I'm going to help her, but you don't have to wait, right? Like you don't have to wait until you have to, or you're backed into a corner, or you gain 10 more pounds. Like think about what would have happened if you would have started 4 months ago. Because a lot of us think I have to do this on my own. And I don't know why we do this. And I do this. I mean, this is totally normal human behavior. I do this as well. When I think about not wanting help or feeling like I have to do it on my own, it's like I've always wanted like an interior designer in my house, right? But in my mind, I'm thinking I can do this on my own. And I don't know why it feels like cheating if you get help. I don't know why that is, but it's a lie. Like if you hire an interior decorator and she comes and makes your house look amazing, every time you walk into your room, you're going to be like, oh my God, I love this. And you're not going to say, oh, I love it, but somebody else designed it. No, like you can get help. You're going to be the one that's doing the work. I'm just going to be guiding you and helping you to stop guessing, to stop just like finding stuff on the internet and trying it and seeing if it works for 2 weeks and then falling off. Like you don't have to keep doing that cycle. Okay. So stop thinking of January as your fresh start. 2, stop believing that it's not possible to lose weight during the last part of the year because you feel like I don't want to deprive myself, so I'm just going to indulge and I'll just wait. You're procrastinating, you're micro quitting, and we don't want to do that. Number 3, stop getting off your routine. Or make sure that you tweak the routine that you do have to adjust for this time of year. Because if you are still operating on a routine that actually doesn't work for you, then you're probably going to quit. Because, for example, let's say I have my clients work out 4 times a week, and that might work for you at first, but maybe you go into a busy season at work, or now the holidays are here and maybe you have to work longer on certain days, or whatever life is doing at the time. And you're still trying to fit in all of your workouts at the same times that you normally do, instead of re-looking at your schedule and say, oh, my schedule has changed. Where can I put my workouts now? Because I'm missing them, because I'm saying, okay, 6 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are my workout days. But if that no longer works for you, instead of just skipping it and not doing anything, you have to evaluate your schedule, evaluate your capacity and your energy level, and say, okay, where can I put this instead? So it might be that you might want to get your workouts in on Saturday, Sunday, and then once on Wednesday. And you might have to go down to 3 days, and 2 of those days might be on the weekend, but that might work for you during this season. But that's why it's so important for you to reset and to think about what is my schedule going to be looking like? What does my weekends look like? One of the reasons why y'all fall off on the weekends is because you don't think about your weekend. You are so happy that it's Friday, and you start off your weekend waking up late on Saturday, and you just kind of like roll through the day with no intention. You don't have to be super structured. You don't have to wake up at the same time as you wake up during the week. But on the weekends, you can create the structure that's going to give you still freedom and time to relax, but then also still be conducive to your goals. Y'all let me know if this is making sense. So in the formula, I do give you a step-by-step process that I help you integrate into your actual life. So think about, do you have a system? Do you know how to manage your mindset, manage your emotions during this time? Do you have a strategic plan so that you can still have treats and enjoy your holiday and still lose weight during the holidays instead of gaining weight like we've done every year prior, right? How are you going to handle all this extra food that's going to be out every single day? Here, and I really want to do a live. I want to gather some notes and do some research on, you know how when you're about to start your period, you are hungry, like starving, and what to do during those times. Because I feel like when there's food around, sometimes we just feel like, man, I just need to eat it. And like, if you don't know how to manage your mindset, that's going to be an issue. All right. I'm getting off topic. Okay. Y'all have any questions? Let me know. I want to invite you to the formula, and you have until Friday to apply. Okay. You can get the macro friendly cookbook that I'm going to give to you if you are signing up before Friday. So October enrollment closes on Friday. You can get into the formula. It's 16 weeks. We meet twice a week, and you get a registered dietitian and a mindset transformation coach in your back pocket. You're going to get workouts. You're going to get lifestyle planning. You're going to get tools to manage your emotional eating. You're going to get tools to manage your vacations, your weekends, your cravings, to lose weight, to get leaner, to get off medication. I love it when I have clients who their number one goal is to decrease their A1C. That's like one of my favorite goals, because I know I can help you do that. I can help you do that even if it's the holiday season. I can help you lose weight even if it's the holiday season. So if you've been stuck, if this time of year is always tricky for you, do not wait until January 1st. Make sure that you are joining and applying with the link in my profile. If you have questions, my DMs are open and you can just slide in there and ask me. Ask me any questions that you need or put it in the chat. So, all right, y'all, have a good one. Hope this was helpful and I'll see you soon.